Hello everyone, welcome back to another Unreal Engine video. And in today's video, we're going to be taking a little break from all the landscaping, and we're just going to do a fun little video about animals. So, really, I don't know how to really make an animal or animate an animal. So, in the Epic Games Unreal Engine place, you can find a free animal variety pack. So I'm just gonna add that to my statue project. So add to project. Now, the basic thought of what I want to do, in the trailer of Hanuman, there are a bunch of mainly it's birds that are flying throughout the scene. But for this, I wanted to just take a few more animals and just spice it up a little. For now, my main focus in this video will be about how to animate the movement of the birds. And really, that's all for today's video, but I will be continuing the animals. So if I go into my content drawer, you can see I have the animal variety pack here. I'm going to use these crows. So the point of this pack, I think I showed it once before, I'm not sure, but it gives you a bunch of different animations. Now, I want to take this fly animation. Also, this crow is very small. I guess that's the point. It has to be small, but I think I want to make it bigger because that's way too small for literally just my screen. So let's scale it up, and I think that's to scale for the camera at least. So let's rotate this. So let's say I want my crow to start obviously at the edge of this scene here. And let's say I want it to go, instead of going this way to where the trailer would go, I want it to go past to the left side of the intersection. So let me scale it a bit more down. Because what I want to do, instead of just one bird, I'm going to start with one bird, and we're just going to animate a flock of birds. So to make this animation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add my own level sequence. So I did this back in our forest scene where I added a level sequencer and I animated the camera. This time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do it for the bird. So we click plus track, actor to sequence, and the crow fly. So now what I want to do, I have 30 FPS already. So trailer was like 1 minute or so. Let's say it takes 30 minutes to get to this section. So 30 times 30, 900. Let's say it takes about 800 to get over here. So to do that, what I want to do, I'd say the bird can have a fixed movement for the most part. So also let me change the amount of frames that are already in here. So let me change this both to 800. Now we can see until 800, and I'll move this to 780 for now. Now I'm gonna go to the 600th frame, and at the 600th frame I'm just going to move the crow to the edge over here of the water. So I think that's good. So if we add a keyframe, you can see, oh, oops. Well, there's a little problem. Let me put this back. I forgot to add the first keyframe actually. So now we go to 600, and we can just move the bird to wherever we need it to go. So I'm going to move it a bit more. Okay, I think that's good. And also, let me rotate it a little bit. So to get it ready for the bigger turn. So now you can see as it's not actually animated, and I'll show you why. But you can see that it is working. And I think what I also want to do, I have this tab here. I think I just want to make this more linear. I'm not sure how to do that right now. Okay. Well, I'll figure the linear part out at one point. For now, it's okay if we just have it going like a glide. I just don't like it for now, but we'll figure it out later. So the next thing I want to do, let's just take the next 60 frames, let's say. So 2 seconds. And we'll have the bird move a bit more. But this time it's turning. So it can go there. And then for the next until 800 we're gonna have the bird basically just glide across to the edge of this while turning. So we turn it a bit more, and now we can move it. So keyframe, and then let's just finish it off by making the bird just go past. I think that's good. So now, when I said I wanted a flock of birds, I meant like, I don't want them all going in one direction. You know, normally flocks of birds definitely do go in the same direction, but I want some going in the same direction as this bird, and I want some cutting off and going to this section. So, in order to do that, the first thing I have to do, so let's say I want to just play this. This is a weird place to spawn in. I don't think I can see the bird from here. Yeah, you can see it's like the very slight movement of the bird, but the bird is just moving there. If it were here by now, you can see on the bottom as well, the sequencer is not moving. So we have an easy fix for that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unclick from the bird, and I'm gonna click here, so blueprint, and I'm gonna open the level blueprint. So now what I can do here, I'm gonna full screen, and notice I don't have anything here. You can either spawn in with 2 nodes here or nothing. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to add the event begin play. Then what I want to do, one thing I did not do yet, my level sequencer here, let's find it, and then I just want to name it. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna name it Crow. So we have Crow here, which I'm gonna use specifically for the crows. And what I want to do now, I'm gonna bring back that screen with the nodes. I'm gonna bring this up here. In the outliner, I'm just gonna drag Crow in. So now I have Crow. The next thing we're going to add is sequence player. Sequence player. Okay, wait. Maybe that's not the right one. Let's see. Give me a minute. Let me... get play? No, wait. Let's search up get sequence player. Okay, you know what? We'll check on that. I'll be right back. Alright, so I realized my mistake. The basic point of this is you're supposed to drag on the crow here, and then if you search up get player, I go all the way to the bottom, and you see how it's like a bluish shape. You want to use that, and now you have another node. So those shapes usually mean it's a node, I'm pretty sure. So if I add like this is a node, but it's a different node. So now I'm going to drag on this, and I'm going to find play. So it's just play, I'm pretty sure. It's this one. Now if we connect this event begin play to the arrow in play, and we go out, the bird animation should start moving. So it's a bit harder since we're in the water. But I think we should be able to see. Yeah, see? So the bird is coming closer to me right now, as you can see. And it's going to fly, and it's going to move in the direction of that hill. So that is perfect. That is exactly what I imagined it to be like. So now that I've explained that, I'm going to just Control C, Control V, Control V. Okay, maybe that's not the best way to do this. Alright, so instead of doing it like that, I'm going to just add a full new crow. So if I use the crow here, and then I'll just bring it up. Where is it? It's like, again, it's small. I don't want it to be that small. So let me bring it up. Let me scale it. Turn it. And then I think I'll give it a different start point from the other crow. Is this as big? Oh, whoa, why are you... Oh, I thought it was in the water. Is this the second one? Let's see. Yeah, this is the second one. So let me move it towards the actual bird. And then I'll make it a little bit bigger, but not as big as the last one, because I want it to be a little bit smaller. And we can have it start at a different place. So now that I have this, I'm going to click on track, actor to sequence, and I'm going to add the second crow. So now what I can do, I'm going to make this the first. And the same thing I did for the last crow, I'm going to go to 600. And I'm just going to pull the crow all the way over there. But this time, yeah, let's have it a little bit back. I'm going to click on transform. And this time we'll have a different frame. We'll have a few different frames. So from 600 to 660, I'm just going to move the bird to the side like that. So now the bird is turning, but actually I think it's better if it turns a little bit more. So unlike the other bird, this bird is just going to go through the mountainside here. And I think this bird could use a bit of rotation. Let's delete the second one. And then I think by 7:20, let's say, I want the bird to be in the middle here. And it's still turning. And then keyframe it. Oh, oops. I messed that up. So 7:20. And then we move the bird. And then let me rotate it. And keyframe it this time. So that bird is going to go into a different direction. And by the end, 8:70, we'll have the bird near the edge of the mountain here. Okay, so we got something like the last bird. So now if we, first of all, let me save, and then Alt P, and then I start walking up. Let me watch both birds just separate from each other. So there's the first bird, and in the distance you can also see the second bird. So there is the bird that's going over there, and here is the bird that's going our direction. Okay, it went a little too fast. I can just move this keyframe back. No, I don't need to move it back, I move it farther away. But I personally think that turned out well. And where are you? I think this is going good so far. So really all I want to do for the next part of the video is I'm going to speed this bit up. I'm just going to duplicate and make more birds. So let's get to that. Alright, so I'm back. Let me go back to the start so you can see what I've done. I had a few more birds. I don't want too many. I might add a few more later. But you can see that the birds all move in a different position, in a different direction. But once they all get to the point here, they all separate, with some going that way and some going that way, which I think is really cool. So now if we Alt P and we start to move up, you can see that the crows are all moving. Well, I think that's pretty cool, and I think I can end the video right there. So just as a quick reminder, you don't need to do this just with crows. I have a few more animals that I will show off later, and I'm pretty sure we can do the same thing we did with the crows, but for them if they're walking. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!